Sneak dissing, we don't see the competition. I drop off a ransom note that your art is missing, nigga.
Pay us in full with the money, or she gon' get her fingers clipped off like Lil Sonny,
MRecktv.
Yo, we always gonna be best friends, man. You hear something?
Have you guys heard of StreamBoss? It's a new IPTV provider that gives you over 5,000 channels for only $20 a month.
Oh, cool!
$20 for live TV, local TV, movies, TV shows, pay-per-views, and so much more.
Huh? What?
If you have a Fire Stick, smart TV, or streaming device, then head on over to thestreamboss.com to begin your setup process.
And then you finally make it, and then like you don't get paid what you're supposed to, and then you have this bad view of everything. It kind of just beat me up, and it just left me in a bad place. And then on top of that, I'm in a cult, which is a bad place to be on top of that. And then, you know, but little by little, I got out of that cult. I started to rebuild myself up again. And when I started to rebuild myself up again, I started to like fall back in love with music. And that was like around, I don't know, I would say like 2010-ish. And I started to like fall back in love with music, and, you know, and I've been steady, you know, no big records or anything like that. But as far as me working and doing music and staying like active and like music being a part of me again, that's been since that time. But I did step away for sure. I think I had to, you know, it was like I had to like step out of, you know what, another thing too is like when you do music and you're so focused on being successful, I think that you neglect a lot of your life, like of who you are. Like
that's a fact.
As a person. And
that's a mega bombshell you just dropped.
Yeah.
That's the thing with music that people have to understand. Like people that's passionate about the craft, they neglect everything about life, health included. Because you're so passionate trying to get on or trying to make it, trying to be heard, that's the only thing you care about. And it's unhealthy.
Yep. And it messes up everything. It messes up you also like forget how to be like content, happy, just to enjoy little things.
Facts.
Because it's so hard to get in and so hard to stay on that you have to, the only people who can do it have this tunnel vision. So
yes, sir.
To have that tunnel vision, which means that you don't care what happens today or who happens, you're gonna get done what you got to get done.
Yeah,
and that affects you and people around you, like your real people. I mean, like your real people that are like, you know, your close people, your spouse or your girl or your whatever, your partner, your sisters, brothers, whatever is your environment, or your friends, if you all, you know, live together. Those close people, they all suffer, and you suffer too, because you as humans, we actually need that.
Right.
So I had to get in touch with that.
That's the story of my life. But they would never understand how much dedication it takes to get in a certain position and stay there. And it's the consistency that keeps you there.
Yeah,
it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I like to say, man, for all of y'all who played a part of bringing my man to the world, no matter what happened, you know, you, PK, Grease, Swiss, because if you remember at one time, Swiss only had one record on the first album. I believe he had one record. So I understand what he meant by keep your foot on the gas. And I think if he sees this interview, because he recently shouted me out, man, and I didn't think he would because of the universe and what's going on and whatever. So I think he's in a different space right now. I think that eventually, if he sees this and knows how you really, really feel, I'm gonna point it out to him. Make sure I point it out to him when I talk to him. Me and him gonna have that conversation. But I'm telling you, I appreciate everything you did, man. And I didn't know that you was going through all of this. And I was there, but I was in and out, in and out, in and out, because I was doing my own thing. But if I known you was going through all of that, we would have gathered around you, and because that's what it is sometimes, Reck and Mo. Sometimes when they see a person by themselves and they think they by themselves, they got nobody. Sometimes that's when these things happen. So I think if we was around you, me, Glenn, all of us, Clark, whoever, it might have been more strong.
Bro, you do not know. Like, I used to beg Blend to sign because I didn't want to be alone.
Yeah,
he would not sign. I used to beg him so I could have a brother there, like a real person that
he wasn't
is
in
my corner no matter what.
He wasn't going to do it because he felt I was his brother, man. I was his brother. So he felt Soup did all of this and they ain't do whatever for him. So what the hell I look like going over there? That's what Blend was thinking.
Yeah. No, and you know what it is? Like, one of the things, and this goes back to like Reck, like what we were talking about, the tunnel vision.
Mm-hmm.
I had that, and that's why I signed, because see, like Blend was looking at it like on a human level, and I was looking at it like, this thing is going. I don't care what happens to me or this or that. I'm trying for this because this is just I just was excited, and so that's why even I spoke at I went to Blend's funeral, and that's why I said what I said there, because there was something about Blend where he looked beyond just success. Like, he made decisions like what Superior just explained. And like, that's why, he was always like, he's a special person. Like, and that's why people have like a lot of love and good memories of him, because he was always like that. Like, he was always like that. And that was like, he wouldn't do things outside of that core, but it does take, that's the flip side of it. It does take this like tunnel vision. So there is an amount of empathy, for that. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's what Superior speaking to, that there's like this amount of empathy you do have to have for these people who did drive this success, did have this tunnel vision, maybe got a little greedy, maybe made some mistakes. And it's true. Like, I am, the truth of the matter is, I am, grateful, like, for the opportunity, what I experienced, everything. Like, it's not even it's weird because, like, I'm not even mad at nobody. I'm really not. Like, I'm not mad at all. Like, I'm not angry. I don't want any type of nothing to happen to nobody.
Yeah, but we get this from talking to you. We understand what, like Reck said, you're speaking your truth. We know what it is.
But
you just want to just do, that's all.
Yeah, just want
this platform is for that. That's what this platform is for. So we not worrying about none of that. You ain't even got to say none of that. We know.
Fact.
We know.
Yeah,
I can tell you in a minute. We don't care about it.
Listen, I don't care. Like, in terms of, when the truth got to get spoken, it will get spoken here. Because ain't nobody put me on. I put myself on. But I always dealt with the industry from the outside, from the exterior. But they felt my presence on the inside all the time. You understand what I'm saying? My impact was powerful because, like I said, I always dealt with the streets. And the streets dictate everything at all times in the game, from the beginning up until now. So, and I never signed none of their contracts. I done had mad deals thrown at me. You know what I'm saying? Label deals, single deals, album deals, But I felt like those deals was, not in my favor, so I never signed none of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I love the game.
Yeah.
Though. I not even the game. I love the music. The industry to me messes up the music. The business of the industry messes up the music aspect of it.
Word up.
But I love this shit, regardless. You know what I mean? I love this.
And you see me, I still rep it because I'm a part of it. I help build it. But it is what it is. People just everybody just trying to learn and do what we got to do, man. So at least you're here to speak on yours. We give you a crown, and we want everybody to know what you did. I learned a lot today.
Thank you.
Because there's some things that you did that I didn't even know you did.
Yeah, man.
I said he left. I didn't even want to bring up the cult. I knew about that when he said, "Yo, he joined the cult," and then stories went all around like, "Yo, he joined the cult, but nobody could touch him, and he's in there." But I never heard it from you, so
it's true story. It's true story.
Yeah, they were saying this, Mo. I couldn't find Shok. They was like, he's in the cult, man.
Yeah.
And remember, Craig Mack did that. Remember, Craig Mack went into the cult.
Yeah.
So when they
it's
said
crazy
Shok went in the cult, I was like, damn.
Yeah. When I saw the videos, like after Craig passed, I was like, damn. Like I don't even know if he knew what he was in, but I related to it.
I was looking for you. I said, maybe I need to go in there.
Yeah, man. Word. I wouldn't have listened to you though. That's the funny part. When you're stuck in there, you would have been talking. I would have been trying to make you join.
Man,
I
asked X about you one time. We was talking about that coach shit. I think he knew about it because I ain't saying he made a joke about it. But we was talking about something, and he said he did that shit that he did in that belly shit. That Nas shit when Nas was like, he said, "You scared? You want me to bring you home?" Like it's one of those joints. So we was talking about something. He said, "You scared? You want to join the cult with Shok?" I was like,
yeah, man. No, it's real, man.
So Shok, real quick, man. You joining the cult. What is that about? Like
real. It's hard to real quick that one, but I'll. It's basically like look at it like this, man. I'm gonna go as fast as possible and short because it's a long story. But just look at it like it's like a religious, basically, or organization or a little small group where it has a leader, and basically the leader ends up knowing basically everything about God, and everybody else is wrong, and then they try to control different parts of your life that they shouldn't be involved in, like, and it gets like very personal where like, you shouldn't do, you can't do this. God said you can't do this or this and that, and what ends up happening is how you get into a cult briefly. Is that I got to a point where I was disillusioned with the whole world. Like I was like, everything's messed up, everything's corrupt, nothing is good. I made success. It didn't really do it for me. Money don't do it. Nothing does it. Like everything was just bottomed out. And those are the people who show up in those places. And because you're so bottomed out, they have an opportunity because it's like now that person who thinks everything is wrong with the world and there's nothing that makes sense. Now I got the answers, and I'm gonna tell this guy right here. Oh, that's because X, Y, and Z, and you need to do this because that's what God wants. And I'm like,
that's how they get you.
And at that point, I did everything the world told me. They said, go work hard, do this, you get some money, you'll be happy, and I really wasn't. So, it opens you up to like that type of situation. And then, the first year and something like that is not that heavy, but then as you're there a little longer, they want you to be a little more committed, and then things start to get weird. You could be in a place like that for like a year without really getting to the weird stuff. And then you know, after a while, they're like, oh, okay, you want to be more committed, then you got to do this, and then they start to, you know, kind of like get into that side where it's wrong, you know.
Thanks for explaining that, man. You know,
no problem, man.
So when you decide to leave a cult, what is the process?
I mean, it's hard because what ends up happening is, like, for me, first you gotta like realize it's BS.
Damn.
So the way I realized it was BS was they basically were teaching stuff from the Bible. So what I ended up doing is I've really studied the Bible, like hard, like stupidly. And then I started to be like, well, that's not even the context of this. That's not what this meant in the first century, blah, blah. You know, like I started to know everything. I was reading books and books. And then I was like, man, this is completely just, this guy's just like trying to manipulate people, taking this text, trying to scare people. That's not what even it was about. So then I really understood it. And once I really understood it, then I felt like, okay, this is just bad. It's a bad place. But then I dragged my wife into that place. Like, so then she's kind of believing the hype. So I'm not believing the hype. So it took me a while to like open her eyes to like the hype. And then, you know, cause I wasn't going to leave my family in there. Cause then I'm worried like my kids are going to be raised like that, which is basically, you can't do nothing. You're basically stuck in that place. They don't let you do anything. So
I'm laughing, but this is a serious matter.
It's serious.
Yeah. No, it was crazy.
People don't know, man, that they feed on people
Yeah.
like that that's going through something.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I'm
the
saying?
thing.
Somebody came to me once with that, not joking,
Yeah.
whatever. They didn't say a cult, but they try to come at me like religion wise and saying what I'm going through is because of this and this. You got to be pure or whatever. I celebrate the Lord my own way. I know there's a creator and all of that, but I don't have to give
That's
you
the most healthy way.
Yeah, I don't got to give you $1,000 for you to tell me that, though. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, and they pray. It's sad because really what it is they take the most. It's like vulnerable and like people that are in a place that could like actually, they're in a place where if done properly, their life could get 100% better because now they could really like put their values the right way, build up in a better way, not focusing just on material. And instead they just kind of like use you as like an asset, you know, and like mine you like oil, you know what I mean? They just try to get you in a position to like just give them and give your time and your money and your resources and, you know, whatever you can contribute. You know, they don't look at people as like humans, you know, like they look at people as like resources.
Right.
You know, which is weird because it's like this part of the book I'm working on is that I'm connecting dots to even like the music business, the capitalist system, and how we, you know, instead of like, you know, how we tend to like use people instead of things. You know what I mean? It's like how we do that, and it's something that we're taught within the system, you know, and it's like it's weird because it's the nightmare. Oh no, the gift wrapped up in a nightmare.
Woo!
Yeah, that's the name of it.
That's crazy. That title was ill. Salute.
That's crazy.
Thank you. Because the main theme of it is real short. The main theme of it is one of them is that I learned because I had to do therapy and everything afterwards to like get back to Michael, like who I am, and because they deprogram you to reprogram you. So what I learned from that process was I could be programmed because the person I became in there was not me. So I said, shoot, if this dude could program me, then why can't I program myself? And that was the process I did of rebuilding myself to be like, I can be or work from any place that I want because I'm very, like the mind is, you know, it's like, it's very pliable. Like you know, it's you can like reconnect the neurons when you study the science behind it. Like you can really change so much by just repeating stuff and doing things over and over. So long story short, he taught me that I can basically do that for myself, and that's what I ended up doing through therapy, through everything. I built myself up again how I wanted to, not how someone wanted to do it for me, which is, we're programmable. That's the point I'm making is we're programmable. Like whatever we want to think, how we want to be, our personality is locked in, but our perspective and everything, we can do that for ourselves. We don't need some guru.
That's what we all going through now, though, Shok. You know what I'm saying? Like when you watch TV or whatever the case may be, so they say, this program such and such. They let you know beforehand, but we don't pay attention to what they say.
That's true. Movie, yes, I know what you're talking about.
Every commercial, whatever the case may be, is a programming. Like a phone, you downloaded a new download for whatever that is. So me personally, I don't watch no TV at all, really. You know what I'm saying? And then I realized I don't do this no more while society is doing X, Y, and Z. I'm over here. Why am I thinking like this and they thinking like that?
Yes. So, and that's super important because then you're deciding what book to read because you're reading that book or watching that show because that's what you want to do. Right. Instead of just taking it in and just letting them take you wherever they want. You're there and you're sort of in charge of your programming, which is super hard these days.
It is.
Super hard, but I give you a lot of credit for even doing that.
Yeah, the programming is thick with family structure. Like families go against you because hey, you're not doing this no more. Why? What's wrong with you? Like you're the outcast now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Stay on your own path. If you happy, you at peace, man. Stay right there and keep rocking, bro.
Yes.
Let's leave the show on a high note. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I said, big shout out to everybody who's online. Butterfly, Blue Media.
I saw
Wendy.
Dutch on here too. What's up, Dutch?
Oh, Dutch is on here?
Yeah, I saw him on here before.
Salute Dutch. Dutch is another nice producer from Yonkers also.
Dutch is my brother, man.
Yeah,
got mad love for Dutch.
Dutch did a couple of joints with the artists I had, Jinx, with Bloodline Records. So big shout out to Dutch.
Salute to SJ, the voice, holding down the moderator position.
Yeah, big shout out to SJ.
Holding us down. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody in the room. Butterfly, Blue Media, yes. She got some dope motion graphics and graphics in general. Fire.
Oh, snap. We got Stan the Man in here. It's got the government name in there, though.
Stan the Man.
What's up?
Good, Stan?
Fire.
Yeah, my Wendy's in there from overseas. She handles stuff for Most Hated overseas, so she's always on point, Wendy.
Word up. Hey, yo, big shout out to Rowdy City,
Oh, Rowdy City. Oh, yeah. Big shout out to my brother. Damn, he had a baby today. A baby girl. Yeah. Big shout out to him. Ready Rock D.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, man.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And yo, Reck, the funny thing is when I'm talking to him about the baby, he's talking to me, but then he goes, yo, you on Rec tonight, right? I'm sitting there talking to him about the baby. He's like, nah, the baby's healthy, great. You know what I'm saying? He said, you online tonight, right? I'm looking at him like, man, fuck that, man. I'm talking about the baby right now. So he couldn't wait to see the show too.
That's what's up, man. So Shok, could you give us a drop? Moeskieno, lead them in. You know what I'm saying? Give them the name of the show. You know the whole name and.
Yeah, Shok is the Unsung Heroes, man. Y'all know what it is. Your boy DJ Moeskieno, aka the Sugar Cut King, live and direct with.
Oh shit! I messed that up. I didn't know I was supposed to come in right after you. I just messed that up. I'm thinking like. I didn't know it was gonna be that easy. I was listening to you like, okay, I gotta repeat that.
No. You do it.
Nah, he wanted you to come after him.
No, that's. I could do it again. I messed it up. but I could just, I'll do it. You know.
Go ahead,
Yo,
Mo.
what's up?
Do it again, Mo.
Do it again, man. I
Y'all know what it
messed
is,
that up,
Hey,
man.
Listen, we having a great time right here, man. Y'all know what it is. Your boy DJ Moeskieno, aka the Sugar Cut King, live on Unsung Heroes with my main man,
DJ Shok.
DJ Superior, I'm in the building. All right, MHE, we in the building. MRecktv, this is how we do. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to radio, everybody out there, Shadyville DJs. This is how we do. MRecktv. What's good, Rec?
Salute to the Rec Mob. You know what I mean? That's all the people that's tapped into the live, all the people that just tap in. You know, maybe this is their first time, so salute to them, all the new subscribers and just people who rock with the channel, man. And shouts to SJ holding down the moderator position.
Word.
So
and we here every Wednesday. We got a lot of more surprises coming up. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Always
baby.
leave comments. You can watch it, share it, put it up, let people know what's up. That's what we need. You know what I'm saying? We need the support. Big shout out to everybody out there, and we're gonna keep bringing the real to you. And like I said, we give Shok his crown. He's a king.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you,
Respect
fellas.
him
Appreciate
as a king.
it. Thank you.
From now on, when I hear y'all talking about Yonkers, I need y'all to say DMX, The Locks, Sporty Thieves, DJ Superior, and DJ Shok.
Shok.
All right?
Don't forget.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So on that note, double deuces and bubble goose.
Bubble gooses.
We gone. Yeah.
Word up.
Yeah.
So peace.
Peace.
Peace, fellas. Great show.
You hear something?
Have you guys heard of Streamboss? It's a new IPTV provider that gives you over 5,000 channels for only $20 a month.
Oh, cool!
$20 for live TV, local TV, movies, TV shows, pay-per-views, and so much more.
Huh? What?
If you have a Fire Stick, smart TV, or streaming device, then head on over to thestreamboss.com to begin your setup process.
Yo, we always gonna be best friends, man.
You're the plug and such. You a joke's bound to happen if you slipping or you lacking. I'm gripping on the Mac 10, ready for the action. Shots will make you break dance and have you do a backspin. I got more kicks than karate flicks. My whole team pushing Maserati whips. You on IG liking thotty pics. Shorty pocket broke, but her body fixed. Peace, world. To promote your music or promote your business by placing an ad on MRecktv, contact mrecktvpromo, mrecktvpromo @gmail.com. Peace. Oh yeah, subscribe to MRecktv, youtube.com/MRecktv. I'm gone. MRecktv. It's got a music.